Aquarius, how is everybody doing? So happy to meet you guys here. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Guys, what's happening? We are starting off with the world here. What's going on? Did you just finish a cycle? When we start with the world, it's almost like a brand new chapter is going to be opening up for you, a brand new cycle, whatever it is that you want to call it, because you have completed something here, completed some sort of cycle. You may also feel like because something is, I'm hearing turning over. It's like whatever this is that we're stepping into now, whatever next chapter, next cycle this is, it's almost like you're in some sort of waiting period right now. Something is registering, I'm getting. I'm hearing registering for classes for some. Interesting. Okay, so for some of us, I'm getting that there is something that you are trying to figure out, something that you may be formulating, some sort of message that you want to send to somebody here. It's like some form of communication. That's interesting. It's almost like you're waiting to say something. I'm seeing seeds being planted. This has to do with your stability. I'm hearing in the grand sense of things, in the grand scheme of things, maybe even in a grand sense. Okay, so some of us have completed a lesson with a romantic relationship. This can also be a Gemini. This can be somebody you were dating. Yeah. It's almost like some sort of opportunity that could have gone somewhere, yet I'm seeing it come to an end now. That's whatever this message is about. It's about a message regarding an ending. I'm looking at the past here. So I'm seeing two people together, and I'm seeing like something that you may have thought would last longer than it actually did. Whatever this opportunity was with this person, I'm seeing it come to an end. I'm seeing that this is somebody from the past, okay? This is not a new relationship. For some of us, we could have actually had a home or an apartment. I'm hearing share space, somebody we were sharing space with. Remember, energies can always be reversed. Ooh, for some of us, I'm getting, like, this was either a big relationship, even a marriage that's come to an end. Again, somebody that you had a home with. You shared some sort of space with this person in the past. So you went through some sort of cycle with this person. For some it was somebody that you were working with. For others this was somebody you had a close interpersonal relationship with. And I'm seeing you almost like it was like seeds were planted for this thing to take off, but I'm seeing you be confused by a message that comes through. I'm looking at an ending to whatever harmony dynamic this was that we had with the person. I don't know if this was you that communicated with the person or it was them that I mean, remember, energies can always be reversed. So whatever side you're on in this, it was like some sort of long-standing relationship that you had came to an end. I was getting that there were like a lot of tears or cycles to this relationship. Like this could have been somebody that you felt like the relationship went through a bunch of different phases. The only major arcanas are Saturn and Gemini. This can be somebody you felt like was like a twin. Interesting. Some lesson that we went through, because Saturn speaks on lessons, but it speaks on like lessons that come to fruition slowly. Like there's a process that we go through with that over the years. So this wasn't something that just came up out of nowhere and then dissipated. This was something that that happened over time. So where are we now, my friends? Maybe too, you know, if you had been working through some sort of ending with someone and you were like, when is the next chapter of my life going to begin? It's almost like it's here now. There's like there are going to be a bunch of new cycles that are starting, I'm getting. So as I said before, if you feel like you've been in some sort of waiting period, that waiting period is soon going to be over, okay? Like I'm seeing all of these old cycles coming to a final end now. You may even be starting to see a difference with tarot readings too. Like if there was something that was old news that you felt like kept popping up in the readings, I'm seeing that coming to an end now as well. Interesting, we're being guided to talk about this. Yeah, starting a new cycle, my friends. I mean, also as the retrogrades are coming to a close too. Because when does post shadow end for Mercury? Around the 14th, I think. What is this? I'm seeing something going on with the position that you've stepped into. Maybe at work, maybe something that you're doing, some sort of job. I'm seeing people watching you. You may be gathering some sort of crowd or community. Maybe you have your own platform or like some sort of business venture. Something that's gaining, something that's growing. Interesting. I'm seeing it be like a bunch of people that are watching you, Aquarius. For some of us, there could have been some sort of like friend group, family group, something we had been involved in that we're moving away from. This can even be like, you could have been, I'm hearing viewer, you could have been watching somebody that you're no longer, like say it's somebody on YouTube, you could have been watching somebody working with somebody going into some sort of shop that somebody owns, something like that, that like you may have been watching them, talking to them, like they may have like somehow been in your circle. I'm getting something like that, or you were somehow like tied to this person, and I'm seeing you moving away from it because you felt like, I'm hearing disorderly. I'm hearing disorderly conduct. Like maybe you didn't like the way that somebody was acting or somebody was doing something and you're moving away from it to protect your energy. Like you felt like the environment was too chaotic. I'm seeing you have a sense of respect for this person, but I'm seeing you also recognize that there's something going on that doesn't feel settling to you. That's very interesting. Almost like going through some sort of release here. Yeah, I'm seeing you be the viewer here of something. It's like you've either been like watching somebody, if this is remotely that you've been watching somebody, or it's like somebody that you frequented their store or somebody you had been working with, or like you purchased things from them, something like that. This has to do with your discernment. Like, I'm seeing you being in a place where you may have even recognized that something was going on with somebody's energy, that you were feeling a sense of inner conflict about this, or you even felt like there was something controversial, I'm hearing, about what they were doing. This is somebody you were watching at work. Like this could be your own boss, this can be a coworker, this can be somebody that you know who owns a company, this can be like a tarot reader, this can be anything, somebody that is like some sort of boss in whatever career arena that they're in. This is really interesting. Who is this person? This is part of you stepping into your power. Yeah, I'm almost seeing it be like you may have been like absorbing some type of energy or energetically interacting with something that you felt like was not serving a higher purpose for you, or you didn't feel like it was healthy anymore because it was instilling or bringing up things within you that that you didn't like the way that it felt. Like it didn't feel like peaceful energy to you. It didn't feel like it was helping you grow in some sort of way. And I'm seeing you recognize that even though this was somebody that you have respect for, I'm seeing you recognize that you can't be around their energy anymore. So we're transitioning away from this person because you want to be healing and stepping into your energy as well. And you're recognizing that you feel better when you're apart, even though it may have been like some sort of habit to be around this person. And you may also be leaving a community of people, maybe people that are involved with that person as well. Because I'm seeing you almost separating yourself from like some sort of pack or community here. Very interesting, Aquarius. Seeing you over here looking like you're minding your business, yeah, you felt guided. Spirit was bringing you away from whatever chaos, whatever chaotic energy was around this person. I'm seeing Spirit almost like picking you up and moving you out of this. Like maybe you had some sort of like vision, recollection, some sort of epiphany that you needed to remove yourself. Like this could have been something like more subliminal or something that you didn't even recognize was like causing friction or tension within you, but then it was almost like Spirit revealed something to you about needing to distance yourself from this person. I'm hearing this person's energy. I'm getting that this has to do strongly with energy, so it may not be something so forthright. But this is to help you in your growth. Yeah, it was a karmic test to see if you would move away from this person. I'm getting that this was something like habitually that you could have been involved in, like something that you liked being a part of, but something that you realized was not, like it was stunting your growth in a way almost. This is almost like, to this person, you could have recognized that, like maybe topics that they were talking about or like the way that they were addressing people, maybe you felt like it was kind of like gossipy in nature, like it didn't feel uplifting to you. I'm hearing any more. So maybe this person's just like going through something right now that you're recognizing in order to protect your energy. You can't be involved in it for the time being. And this is going to help your personal growth. I'm seeing your guides celebrating because you recognize this. It was almost like you found something that you needed. And now I'm seeing you healing from that. Meaning I'm seeing you like make some sort of like new habits for yourself here. It was a karmic test to see if you'd remove yourself from this person. I'm getting this can be a company for some. And now you're going to be happier for it. Yeah, I'm seeing you like your spirit's lifting up. And I'm seeing this be directly linked with you, Aquarius. I'm seeing your guides celebrating. I'm seeing you stepping into your power. You may feel like your creativity is getting stronger as well. Maybe even putting more of a focus on yourself here. It's like not holding yourself back from your happiness anymore. And your ability to move into a place of discernment is what helps you. And I'm seeing that this was guided. Like spirit could have given you some sort of indication of needing to move away from this person. This can be somebody who's like kind of moved into like some sort of shadow space. Again, this can be a company. It doesn't have to be an individual. It's like some sort of energy or frequency that you were involved with. Meaning you were exchanging energy in that space with that person. Yeah, and I'm seeing spirit come through and help you. Very interesting. Maybe too, you're recognizing that like whatever involvement this was that you had with this person, it was almost delaying something in relation to your happiness, and maybe like bringing you and an individual together too. Like you could have been spending a lot of time with this person, energetically interacting. Like I don't know if this is somebody that you well, we're reading for how many people here. I don't know if this is somebody you physically know or somebody that like remotely you were interacting with, but I'm seeing that whatever this was, it was delaying something for you, something related to your happiness and also other connections I'm hearing. So interesting. Okay, I'm looking at Venus, I'm looking at Aquarius, I'm looking at Taurus. Something may be balancing out for you within your home. Something also related to the ways that you take care of yourself. This can also have to do with a bank account for some, I'm getting. Maybe you also feel like you've gotten to a place too where you want to be expanding things that you nurture, and maybe also you feel like you've gotten to a place where you feel like you can take care of yourself, and maybe now you're looking for something that is going to like give you that energy back. It's like something that you want to put energy into, and you are going to see this thing return to you, whatever energy it is that you give to those around you. Or maybe this even has to do with a specific relationship you have. It's like something's going to pay off, something's going to be like returned equally to you. You're going to be compensated for something. And this has to do with energy. Energy can also be speaking on money too, because money symbolizes energy. This can even have to do with love, something that you wished for. I'm looking at the Emperor popping out. For some of us, you could, buying a home for some, because I'm hearing owner, I'm hearing homeowner. I'm seeing something with your intuition balancing out. I'm seeing you making progress here. This has to do with the discipline that you're having in like listening and getting in touch with your needs here. And having the discipline to actually follow through with what you feel you're being guided, what you feel like you're being called to, the ways that you know personally for yourself that you need to be taking care of yourself here. This almost reminds me of like a growing up type of energy where you're really recognizing your needs and fulfilling them for yourself here and feeling empowered by doing that. And I'm seeing you moving into a new place. For some of us, you could actually be like traveling a distance here. And I'm almost seeing it like something balancing out here with your intuition. Like you may feel like the intuitive messages that you're getting are becoming more clear. It's almost like you seeing some sort of equal exchange here with the High Priestess. And this is tied into your gifts as well. Gifts, feelings, intuition. For some of us, for sure, I'm getting that we're going through some sort of spiritual upgrade, spiritual ascension for some. I'm literally looking at Judgment and the High Priestess next to each other with the Ace of Cups. This for sure has to do with something going on with your intuition. I'm hearing upgrade again, spiritual upgrade. As I said before, some sort of ascension. This is really interesting. I'm getting that this is happening on a grand scale. Like you may be noticing this with people around you as well. I'm seeing it too, almost like if you have been pursuing something that has to do with your intuition, psychic abilities, things like that, I'm almost getting like a renewal energy. I keep hearing upgrade over and over again. Maybe too, if you felt like there was some sort of stagnancy with your intuition, you're going to be seeing a change as well. Something that has to do with growth. Very cool. I'm getting that this in part has to do with you making a decision to move away from whatever that was. Yeah, and it's almost like whatever nighttime you were in before, I'm seeing you moving into daytime with something. And this has to do with your soul calling. This has to do also with recognizing your energy and the ways that you want to be expressing your energy here. And maybe you feel like you're getting a better sense too of who you are and the ways that you want to shine. I'm almost getting this notion like you could have been working on something that you were not ready to like bring outwardly to the world, and it's almost like something that you're now ready to bring to light. And maybe you had felt shy too at a certain point where you didn't want to be in the spotlight to some degree or something like that, or you didn't want to be publicly known or bring something to the public, something that you wanted to be doing. And I'm seeing you transitioning into a place where you're ready, and I'm seeing that you're going to be compensated for it, because this is something that is very authentic and in touch that you're doing here. And it's because you're following your intuition as well, I'm seeing. Yeah, it's almost like I'm seeing you recognize that there were things that needed to be left behind that that you didn't think were going to be, like, maybe at one point they had been emotionally fulfilling to you in some sort of way, or like you needed it. It was kind of like some sort of stepping stone to your journey. And I'm seeing you get to a point where you're like, now it's time for something new. I have to release something. I have to continue moving onward from something. I'm hearing upward and onward. It's like it's time to like step onto that next stone. It's the next leg of the journey here. And I'm seeing it be like, when you look within, I'm looking at the little hermit here. When you look within, you're both recognizing gifts and abilities that you have, something that are coming into, I'm hearing center focus, and you're also seeing the light that you shine with. It's like something about yourself and your core being, because we're talking about the sun here, which is about you at your soul, on your soul's journey. It's like you looking within and recognizing who you are in a way where you're like really bringing light to what's going on here. And I'm seeing you bringing that outward, whatever that light is that you have to share. And this is all like really shining brightly with your personality, especially because in Western it is Aquarius season. So wherever Aquarius falls in your chart, maybe you're bringing Aquarian themed things outward. Maybe you're reinventing yourself even in a way where you feel like it's more in touch with who you are growing into being. Interesting. And I'm seeing something strengthen as well with your particular abilities here, Aquarius. And I'm seeing it be tied to themes of the 12th house, which is about psychology. It can be service work. Like when we talk about the 12th house, this can speak about jails, hospitals, mental health, mysticism, spirituality, consciousness. It can also speak about the collective as well, and the ways that we want to bring service to those things, bring light to those things. Very, very interesting. And I'm looking at Pluto as well here, which Pluto speaks about the ways that we go through transformations, and it's almost like something with your gifts and abilities is being regenerated here. And maybe you're even recognizing that as well. I'm hearing upgrade again, like something is upgrading for you, something that you're able to do. See you working on this here. Like maybe you're even studying something new. Maybe you're even stepping onto some sort of platform. I'm also seeing this again, like something collectively is happening where people are getting in sync with something here. It's like I'm almost seeing everybody getting onto a plane or a train, something like that, and they're all going collectively in the same direction. Very cool. So I'm looking at Pluto here. I'm looking at the moon. I'm looking at Aries. I'm hearing trendsetter very strongly. I'm looking at the sun, which is Leo, and I'm looking at Virgo here. And you know, Aries energy too speaks about it speaks about leading things out and like making the first move to make something happen. It's the energy of the initiator. And so is Aquarian energy as well. I'm hearing industrialism. I'm looking at some sort of offer coming through. I'm looking at Scorpio. I'm hearing I can't believe it. What is this? It's almost like You could be being invited into something. This can be universally, like there's some sort of transformation that you're being guided into, but something that you feel worried about. Something you've been going back and forth on. Maybe you've been putting something off. But you're being guided to follow your intuition, to recognize what you need to prioritize here for yourself. Alchemize. For some of us, there may be like physically an actual proposal or invitation I'm getting. I'm hearing optional. I'm looking at Scorpio as the only major arcana here. If this is something happening on a spiritual level, this definitely has to do with going through some sort of spiritual ascension. Maybe you're also trying to figure out what your intuition is telling you. I'm seeing you look worried about something here. Maybe about the changes that are happening as well. Like, you may have something presented to you and it's like there's maybe a whole new area of your life that may be shifting or changing, and maybe you're trying to assimilate into whatever that is or adjust to this change. Because I'm almost seeing it be like maybe some sort of energy has been difficult to move through, or maybe you know something's going to be changing and we're being guided to embrace that. Okay. I'm looking at an offer come through that is like disregarded or not taken in some sort of way. I'm looking at Scorpio. I'm looking at disappointment. I'm hearing dry your tears. This is about, I'm hearing bouncing back very strongly. It's like something that you had been distraught over or upset by. You're being guided to ground your energy here. To like calm down in some sort of space. Interesting. Again, this is something that you had felt really upset over. Maybe you even, as I said before, energies can always be reversed. It's like, I'm seeing it almost be like somebody came through and made an offer, whether this was you making an offer and you're upset because somebody didn't take it, or this person made an offer and is upset because you didn't take it. And I'm seeing something that we're trying to prioritize here regarding what we're manifesting, and we're being guided to follow our intuition. Ooh, it has to do with the Two of Cups. Maybe somebody came through that wanted to be like in some sort of partnership with you and you weren't feeling it. Your intuition's telling you to plan. What are we planning for here? Plan for some sort of invitation. You didn't take some sort of offer because you felt like it was out of balance. You know, when we speak about offers that come through, it can always be somebody physically coming through to make an offer to you. But this can be like you're on YouTube and there's a video that you feel like you shouldn't click, but it's present for you to click onto. That can be an offer too, you know? You have to put the energy where it plays and understand that as tarot readers, we're speaking archetypally on examples, and sometimes we're talking about somebody's energy specifically, but other times it can be like almost like a metaphorical energy that we're speaking on. So you have to put the energy where it plays, okay? I'm being guided to mention that. So it may not always be something literally that's happening. It can be something symbolically that's going on, okay? Like on an energetic level. So I'm seeing some sort of offer come through that's out of balance. You know this is out of balance, and you know this is why you're being guided not to take it. And it's like I'm seeing you go through transformation and be like, you almost may feel disappointed. I'm getting that this goes all the way back to whoever this person was that you moved away from, whoever that like boss figure was, like somebody that you respect, like what they're doing at their job that you may feel like became like out of balance in some sort of way. I'm getting that this for some is definitely connected to that. So it's like some sort of offer or opportunity that comes through. You didn't take it because you knew it was out of balance, and it would be putting you out of balance if you participated in whatever that was, okay? So I'm seeing you cut something off here, and I'm seeing a transformation that you're going through, and it's almost like you feel almost sad to be letting something go or changing. You know, naturally, humans are creatures of habit. We like what is comfortable to us. But I'm seeing like a shedding energy that we're going through. And it's like maybe you're even shedding a sense of disappointment because you know that it is time for some sort of change for you. Because you no longer want to be in that stuck energy anymore. For some of us, this can even be like some sort of idea that came through or impulse that came through that you're like, no, I shouldn't be doing that because I know it's like not in alignment for me to be participating in, okay? Something like that even. Yeah, but I'm seeing that, like, even though you may be disappointed that we're changing our habits to some degree or, like, not going to be participating in something anymore, it's like you feel empowered because you're setting boundaries here with yourself. And it helps you feel more in touch with yourself and your confidence here. And it's like, I'm hearing dry your tears again, something that you feel sad about releasing. I'm seeing you grounding your energy here. And you're feeling more present too. And when we talk about grounding our energy and feeling present in our body, this is like the opposite of dissociating here. So maybe this is something that we're working on too, something with our mental health, being present. I'm hearing seeing every leaf on the tree. It's like noticing the things going on in your environment. This also puts us more in touch with our intuition, symbols, synchronicities around us. Yeah, and I'm seeing us call something out. It's like whatever decision this is that you're making about what you're manifesting and about deciding to step into a place where you're manifesting things, I'm seeing you communicate something. Even if that's like something you're communicating here with yourself, I'm seeing you call something out here. Okay, so I'm getting that within this new realm that we're stepping into, you may feel like there's a lot that needs to be balanced, a lot that needs to be prioritized, but we are being guided, like the advice from your guides, from spirit, from your higher self is all about prioritizing so you do not feel overwhelmed. So it's like intuitively you're being guided to make some sort of plan here. For some of us, this is about setting boundaries. And this can be in ways where it's like whatever offer this is that's coming through that you're not taking, maybe you're being guided to set boundaries in a way where like when further offers come through or impulses or invitations come through that you know are out of balance, you're being guided right now to, I'm getting this so strongly, to set up some sort of system that makes it easier to like barricade your energy from whatever that is. It's like protecting your energy here by setting some sort of boundary. I'm hearing fail safe. You're going to be successful in this, I'm getting. It's like these are obstacles that are meant to be put in your path to teach you something here. I'm hearing to help you ground your energy, but this is also, it's teaching you something that you need to learn about stabilizing your energy. And it's also about, this is karmically some sort of test that you're going through right now, Aquarius. It's almost about like when the devil comes through, which the devil talks about things that are out of balance. It can speak about addictions. It can speak on like the superficiality of life. It speaks about things that are tangible to us, things that we can physically touch. I'm hearing. I'm seeing the devil, okay, which represents the 3D. And I'm looking at Mercury energy here, which is about the ways that you want to, I'm hearing ward off. It's like how you want to communicate with things that are out of balance, how you want to advocate, how you want to set boundaries. And I'm seeing that this is some sort of like Pluto cycle that we're moving through, and Pluto is all about shedding, and it's all about changing, and it's very difficult change that we go through as well in order to lead us through I'm hearing emotional and spiritual ascension, and I'm looking at the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, which speaks about ultimately being successful with the obstacles that we're moving through. And this can be actually physically moving out of a space and into one where you feel safe, but this can be like on an emotional or spiritual level, like overcoming obstacles in a way where you feel like you're, I'm hearing curing, I'm hearing curating. Has to do with your energy. Very, very interesting reading, Aquarius. This is to protect. I'm seeing you moving into a new beginning. You're going to be successful with this. Like I'm seeing you almost like landing in some sort of new area, new environment. And it's something brand new for you here. It's almost like I'm seeing you, I'm almost seeing somebody like playing a video game here, and it's like you completed this level and now you're ready to step into this next one. And it's like a whole new level that you're entering too. Very cool. All right, my friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.